Today I'm going to be telling you every single thing that they revealed about Genesis Part 2 in the 24-hour live stream that they did. So it finished about an hour ago, and I'm just literally just going to cover all of the reveals that they did, and they did a ton of them. They did like one every hour, so yeah, let's just get started. So this first one here is the egg incubator. You just put eggs inside of it, and as you can see right there, you can put multiple, and then it kind of just hatches them faster, I think. It does a few other things, but I don't really know exactly what it does, but I don't know. It does sound pretty cool, pretty useful, more of a quality of life thing. That's how a lot of these things are in this DLC. This next thing is like the starter biome, they call it, and it definitely does look pretty cool. There's a few shots of it in the trailer, but this is supposed to be like the easy zone. It's obviously not going to be that easy because it's new DLC, but yeah, it definitely does look pretty cool. There's like clouds all over the mountains, rolling off the mountains and stuff. It definitely does look like a really cool biome. Next thing is the ammo crate. So what this does is you can put all your ammo types in it, and it will fill up anything that takes that certain ammo that you have in there. It will take it and then put it in there. So if you have like a turret or something and it runs out of ammo, this thing will automatically fill it up all the way, and yes, and then it will just shoot, and then if it runs out again and you have ammo in it, then it will just keep filling it up. So you could have multiple of these, you could have turrets all around your base, and it will just automatically fill them up. So it's definitely pretty useful. Next thing is biome specific creatures, or biome specific variations of creatures. So they had this in Genesis and kind of Aberration, but not really. So there's different like variations of creatures in here, all different colors, and maybe like glowing bits on them and stuff like that, kind of like the X creatures from Genesis. This next thing is the security camera system. So what you do is there's multiple of these tech cameras, you place them around like on the ceilings or floors or walls or whatever, and they're pretty far range. They described it as a really absurd range, so that sounds good to me. And as you can see, if you look on that little console there, that is how you control it. You can scroll through your cameras, and then you can access doors and whistle dinosaurs and all kinds of stuff like that from these cameras. And as you can see from the map that he's got of the island, you can see that these things have a pretty good range. They're taking up almost the whole bottom half of the map. So this next creature is the Shadow Mane. I've got a whole video on this, on describing it, so if you want to know about it in more detail, then you can go check out that video. But this creature is the new cat lion thing. So there's going to be there's like two different variants of them, the females and the males. The females have like less feathers on, or not feathers, whatever, quills, I don't know, but they can go in completely invisible and make everything around them invisible. And the males have more, I guess, quills, and then they've got some roar boost, kind of like the U-Tyrannus, where it like confidence boosts everybody in the area. This is our next biome, and if you didn't know, the Genesis Part 2 map is on a spaceship, and then this is the main part of the spaceship. It's kind of like Star Killer Base, where there's a massive trench, and then there's like the control center. Here's shots of it from the trailer. There's robots everywhere controlling it. I mean, there's water, like there's an ocean. Or not, there's just a massive body of water at the bottom of it. And as you can see, it's pretty cool, all kind of futuristic, robots everywhere, and yeah. So next is the hover sail. The hover sail is a boat, but it's a portable boat, so you can keep it in your inventory, and then whenever you want, you can just plop it down and start flying around. You can fly around, you can like jump upwards and then start gliding with it. You can have two people driving it at the same time, and then you could pick it back up and put it back in your inventory. So this thing is also going to be good for taming, because obviously you could have two people, one on the front with the gun. As you can see in this little example here, there's a dude with a tech rifle kind of shooting from the front while the other dude is sailing it. They said it's not going to be that hard to control or anything, but yeah. So this next thing looks like some dummy thing. So you got a loadout mannequin with the dummy on the right. So what this thing does is you can go up to it, and then you can set your loadout and your armor set. So for example, if I wanted an Arctic set, I would have a fur armor and, you know, torches and heat soups and stuff like that. And so when I went over that, it would immediately swap out my hotbar and my fur and my armor. So if I had flak armor, it'd switch it over to fur armor or whatever. That's just an example of how it works. But you can tell it swaps out your armor and your loadout, whatever you want it to. So that's really nice and really useful. This next thing is the Noglin. So it's this little shoulder pet creature, and it's pretty creepy. They've got a lot of pictures of it going out. It's a shoulder pet Its main ability is mind control, so it can like latch onto your dinosaur. It can mind control it, even if it's your dinosaur that you've tamed. It can like take it over, and then it will start killing you. Like, it's got some crazy mind control abilities. But this next thing is the tech pistol. So obviously we got the tech rifle and all this other stuff. This is the tech pistol. It has 3 different modes. There's a mode for killing, which obviously is laser pow pow mode, and then you've got the stun mode, kind of like, you know, just shooting like this stun, and then it will stun them for a short period of time. It's the more people that are shooting the stun pistols, the more a stun it will do. And then the last mode is the healing mode, so that'll give them health, obviously. Next thing is the minigun. So the minigun, obviously really cool. Most people know what a minigun is. You obviously hold it, shoots bullets, and yes, they said that you can bring it into boss fight arenas and use it, which sounds really useful. And they said it would be amazing for boss fights. And as you can see from the right, you can put up a little stand, and then you can kind of hold it like an auto turret, kind of like from Call of Duty or something, like that one score streak. But this seems like it'd be a pretty useful item, obviously doing a lot of damage. And yes, I don't know what ammo it's gonna take. I imagine just assault rifle ammo, but yeah. This next thing is the Astro Delphus. So it's like the space whale, but different. I don't know. This really just feels like the space whale to me, but I guess it's supposed to be different. And for this, they mentioned something about going outside of the spaceship, and I feel like that might be where this thing actually is, because if you look, it's literally like in the middle of space. So I don't know where this thing's gonna spawn. Could be outside the ship, could be inside, I don't really know. But they said that it's gonna have a saddle like a Tropia, to where it can like jet boost forward, and it's gonna have turrets on the back, so you could shoot laser bullets. And then this next thing is the Canoe. So the Canoe, I don't know, there's not much to say. It's a canoe, it's another boat. We've only had the motor boat in the regular raft before. And then this thing, you can fit three riders, each have a pedal, and the more people you have, the faster it will go and the better it will handle. So you obviously want more people. It's portable, so you can pick it up and place it down whenever you want. So you can, you know, if you get off the river, you can pick it back up, go to another river, and plop it back down again. So it seems like it's going to be pretty good for river travel, I guess. This next thing is the Federation tech suit, is what they're calling it. It's literally just a tech suit, but it looks a little bit different, a little bit more modern, I guess. It's not much different. But the main thing that is actually about this is that when you spawn into the actual game, you spawn in with a tech suit. So you don't spawn in with nothing like you normally do. You have a full tech suit that you can wear and is functional, so you can fly around with a jetpack and do super speed and all that stuff, which definitely sounds interesting. We've never had that before, where you start out with something crazy like that. And they said that the map is built around the idea of you having a tech suit. So that is going to be amazing with all the tech suit benefits. I love the tech suit, so being able to have a map based on it is really useful. Anyway, this next thing is this new biome. This is apparently called Rockwell's Garden. It's basically like Aberration, but a little bit different. As you can see from this picture, it looks really weird, but it's in the trailer, so you'll kind of recognize it from the trailer. So this is supposed to be one of the more dangerous biomes, and it's the place with the shadow main in it. So obviously that's cool. And then just from the background, I think this biome looks amazing, and I really like it. So this next item is the tech bow, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool. It's supposed to have different arrows that you can basically just swap from the different arrow types at any time. It's gonna have multiple different types of arrows, like I just said. It's gonna have, they haven't said all of them, but they said explosive arrows and flame arrows, and then obviously the one you're seeing here, the element one, just made purely out of element. I'm guessing they're all going to be purely made out of element. This is going to be really useful. Also, if you pull the bow all the way back, it's going to shoot like a gun rather than a bow, to where it instant hits its target, so that is really nice. This next thing is just a picture of the entire map, and it's obviously on a spaceship. So this is the spaceship that the map is on. It looks very interesting. I don't think spaceships would be built like that, but yeah, this is another like close-up picture. And yeah, this definitely is a massive ship. They said that if you put a T-Rex next to it, it wouldn't even be the size of a pixel compared to this ship. So it's supposed to be pretty big, and yes. This next thing is the Strider, which has the same name as that one creature from Minecraft, the Strider, which I can't stop thinking about when I hear that name. But this is a brand new creature, obviously made of metal, and it's got a lot of useful things. So it has like this weird like head thing attachments, so you can like attach different things to it. So it has different attachments that you can put on its head, its back, and its chest, they said, and then these things will just spawn with those attachments randomly on the map. They all do different things. The one on the right you can see is one of the attachments. It's like a weird parasaur, and that was the harvesting one. If you're wondering how you tame these, apparently you just have to hack into them, and it's apparently supposed to be really hard, so yes, be prepared for that. So this next place is a biome, is a new biome, and it's called Rockwell's Innards. I've already talked about it in the video, but basically Rockwell has completely taken over the ship. He has grown over it, so he's basically the ship, and then he's got eyeballs basically watching all over. You could see some of his eyes there. So there's some pictures of this in the trailer. Like if you look all around the edges, not in the middle, just around the edges, you can see eyeballs and fleshy stuff everywhere, and that is apparently Rockwell. But there's going to be an entire biome based on that area, and that seems pretty interesting. So this last thing is the tech crop plot. So the tech crop plot looks interesting. I don't know why I'd want it. I guess it grows crops faster and saves on water and the poop fertilizer, so that's useful, but I don't think I'd be making this. But that's all for this video. I have a video on breaking down the trailer if you want to go see that, and the Shadow Main, and all the other Genesis stuff in a little bit more detail if you want to know. But if you did enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like, and thanks for watching, and bye.